See, at this point in my life, genuinely, no one can rattle me. You can't get under my skin. You can call me whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about me. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I am. People really think that you like wake up one day and like you just decide, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna completely change my life. I'm gonna rearrange everything about myself. I'm going to reinvent myself from the ground up because it sounds like a good time. And it's like, genuinely, do you think I didn't already think about this? Like, obviously, it's been in my mind. So let me drop some more, like, lore for you, I guess. So growing up, I'm, like, searching for consistency. To be honest, that's what it is. I wanted something in my life that felt like home, that felt like family, you know, whatever it might be. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to, like, basically, you know, prove the world wrong. That, like, I wasn't gonna be honestly like my parents. I didn't want to be like my parents. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be all the things that I never saw growing up, right? And so picture this. It's my like third year of college. I'm in a university. I'm away, but I had found a person and their family that I truly felt like so beyond connected with, right? Like I finally felt like I was part of something bigger. I was going to church with them. I was feeling like this person I looked up to more than anything. I wanted to be just like her. And like in all sense, like yes, I was an adult, but she took on that maternal like figure for me, and I looked up to her on the highest of pedestals. Honestly, I still would to this day. But like just to like give you guys a glimpse of like what I'm trying to say is that just like this woman and her family, they meant so much to me because it finally felt like I belonged somewhere, that people believed in me and that I had a purpose and I had like that familial connect, right? It wasn't crazy, it wasn't chaotic, it was just loving and kind, and it felt really good. And now picture this. For the first time in my life, I feel stable, I feel comfortable, I feel welcomed, I feel like I'm a part of something. For genuinely the first time in my entire life. And I started having these feelings of like, maybe transition is the correct path for me. Maybe this is something I should do. And I'm having this call, this soul-tugging urge of like, yes, it's meant to be. It's what I need to do. But I also have this soul-tugging urge that like, hey, if you do this, that thing that just happened to you, that you just built, is going to be gone. It's going to be gone. They're not going to be okay with it. Although that was scary, I still looked down the barrel of the gun and I said, I'm going to do it. And so one day, and I do regret doing it in a phone call, I made a phone call and I said, this is what I feel. This is what I'm experiencing. And it went about the same way that I thought it was going to go. It wasn't something that was welcomed. And at the end of the day, it's no harm, it's no foul. I'm not going to sit here and bash someone else because they don't agree with what I do with my life. That's completely fine. But I need you to know, like, in that moment, I was willing to risk everything that I've ever wanted, everything I'd ever hoped for just a shot to be happy with myself, to not have to wake up in the morning and hate myself. That's all I wanted. And literally that one thing negated the rest of my entire life. Everything else could go on pause, could go away, if I just could wake up in the morning and look at myself with a little bit more love. I will, however, never forget that I was told that if I did this, I would have the hardest life possible, and that I was setting myself up for failure because no one would want to be with me, and I wouldn't be able to find a job, and I wouldn't be able to do the things that I wanted in life that I had spent all this time working towards. And, you know, someone that I loved, someone that I truly cared for and admired so much was saying these things to me, and it was the scariest thing I had ever heard in my entire life. You know, I had already spent my entire life thinking, wow, I am worthless, I am nothing, I am whatever. And finally, when I get to a place where I'm like, maybe I don't have to be nothing, it's kind of being brought back up, right? So it extremely scary. And I still had to do it. That phone call has stuck with me my entire life. And in a way, I'm very grateful for it because I look back now and I think like, man, that couldn't have been more wrong. And that scared feeling that I had, I think that it really did help me to become the person I wanted to be. I think that it really helped motivate me to work on myself because I knew at the end of the day, like if I become the best version of myself, things will start to happen for me. I just knew that somehow. And now I have the most amazing life I could ever imagine. I have the most amazing man in my life. God bless him. I literally, I don't know. I am at a point now where I am getting everything I've ever wanted and then some, okay? And it is just falling into my lap like rain from the sky. And I think back to that time of sitting in my dorm and making this phone call and being so scared, leaving the phone call and being even more scared. And I look back at that and I think, thank God that conversation happened. See, at this point in my life, genuinely, no one can rattle me. You can't get under my skin. You can call me whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about me. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I am. I'm not silly. You know what I mean? You can call me whatever name you please. It doesn't rattle me because I am confident in myself. I don't need any of that. I would say overall, if given the chance, I would love to reconcile one of these days and just like, I don't know, even just have a conversation and say, like, check it out. This is what happens when you just follow your instincts and your love for yourself. When you let your heart and the Lord guide you to where you need to be, everything works out full circle. I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I'm the prettiest I've ever been. And don't kid yourself. You know it too. And it might have taken me almost 30 years to get here, okay? But it's better late than never. And I, for one, am very, very thankful for the journey. Every bit of it. I love you, my little chickens. Have a good day.